This short video from CompassDrone will show you how to fly a grid mission within the CompassDrone CIRRUAS app. Step 1 is to have the drone turned on, and you also want your remote controller turned on. Then you will hook up the USB cable. Android is going to ask you which app you would like to fly with. So tap on CompassDrone. Some devices you may have to tap twice. And then go ahead and start CompassDrone. Then we'll tap Flight Mission. In the upper right, we will tap on the bullseye. That will zoom us in to Google Maps base map. In the bottom right, you can switch to an imagery base map. Then you can use your fingers to zoom in. In the upper left, you'll click on Choose. And you have two options for grid missions. You have the grid, which is a rectangular grid, or you have a custom grid if you're trying to fly something that is oddly shaped. We'll do a grid mission first. And you do have the option to fly a grid and take pictures for photogrammetry and structure for motion 3D modeling. Or for like search and rescue, you can fly a grid and record a video for use in full motion video applications. But we'll go for still images. The green dot is your starting location, the red dot is the finish location. And with the rectangular grid, you kind of tap and hold and you can adjust those corners. And on the left side, you can adjust your flight altitude. We'll go back to choose and we'll clear it. And we'll say choose and a custom grid, because this is a little bit different. And again, with custom grid, you have the option to do images or video. We'll do images. And this one, you actually hit draw in the upper middle of the screen. And you can draw any goofy shape that you like. If it makes sense to fly east-west, the app will fly east-west. I'm going to clear that. I'm going to say choose custom grid again. If it makes sense to fly north-south, then the app will fly north-south. So that's good enough for this demonstration video. I'm going to fly a little bit higher, say 50 meters. And I'm going to hit go in the bottom left. It's going to do a safety check. And I will say go again. The drone will take off and fly directly up to that 50-meter flight altitude that I set. If it hangs up at 3 or 4 feet, that is another safety check we've built in. So if that's the case, then just push the left control stick up so that the drone flies about 2 or 3 feet higher, and then it will take back over and go fly your grid. So we reached the first waypoint and it's going to start the mission. It's going to turn around and face north. It's a good idea to check at the start of your mission. In the bottom right, tap on the live video feed, which looks like a eyeball. And you'll get a very crisp live video feed. If this looks yellow or too dark or too bright, you may need to adjust your camera settings. And those are actually under the information, which looks like the letter I, and camera settings. It won't let you adjust in flight, but if you notice these live images don't look very good, then you'll have to land and adjust your camera settings. But for the most part, the DJI automatic camera settings work pretty good. In the bottom right, you can tap on the map and check your drone's progress. Each gray circle icon is a location where a photo has been captured. Unfortunately, there's not much wiggle room for us to fly this grid faster. Many of the newer DJI cameras have very high resolution, like a 20 megapixel camera. So this is as fast as we can fly and still write the images to the SD card. But once the drone has finished the grid that you've drawn, it will return to the home point and land. If you have a return home altitude set, it's going to first go up or down to that return home altitude, and then it's going to come home.